Good afternoon, all. Hope we are all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in on a Saturday afternoon. We'll be racing into the evening. We've got 3 races, 3 slots for the manufacturers, and then we will be doing daily races in between those. And we've got plenty to look at because we've got not only a new season of manufacturers, which means we need to decide who we're going to be racing with, but we've also got a new update that is worth looking at as well. I do feel like I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, there it is. So we've been doing a poll up on the channel and then on the stream here as well. Where's my phone gone? There's my phone. I want to see if I can change the ad settings on my phone rather than having to do it on the laptop. So we've been putting a poll up on the channel to see who people think we should be racing with or racing for. And the first few that I chose was, well, BMW was in there, Honda was definitely in there, Toyota was in there, and there was another one. Maybe it's McLaren, I think it was a different one. Was kind of like my 4 sort of go-tos. But then there's been some really good suggestions in the comments as well. John suggested the Jag. I love the Jag. But the Group 3 is a little bit understeery. It depends whether or not it's been changed or fixed in this, what do you call it? Update. So fingers crossed that it maybe has and is a little bit better, but it obviously is a front-engined car, and I'm normally comparing that to, we're normally always in the Porsche, aren't we? So one of those that we've got to think about. Let me see if I can change the monetization on here. Can I? Can I not? No. Got to do it on here. It's so annoying, this. Really annoying, this, because the mid-roll ads just keep re-adding themselves. There we go. Really annoying. Hyundai is the new meta now. Interesting. Politically secure major sponsorship. Is that right? Is that actually the case? The new physics do not make sense. The Porsche, Ferrari, etc. were nerfed. Interesting. We haven't decided on a manufacturer yet, James, so we're still to decide. Now, I wanted to have a look at what the final poll was on the community page on the channel. We didn't have a huge number of votes, I presume, because not many people care that much. However, the Porsche was number 1, BMW was number 2, and then it was Toyota, then Honda. But I really did enjoy the Honda in the last round of manufacturers. Someone saying that they picked Porsche, but then it's been nerfed. Hyundai Genesis is now the obvious. Simon said he picked the Porsche, but with the update, it's been a massive mistake. Peter said Ferrari. Aaron said Suzuki. Aaron said, I've gone Suzuki and don't care what other people think. And then Fabrice, same as what he's saying in here, is that the everyone's put Hyundai is the way to go, basically. So it's either probably Hyundai or, depending if the Jag's any good, maybe the Jag, who knows. But I doubt that the Jag's very good, because it's always been a great car to drive, but not very competitive, you know. Can't believe that was 2021 that wheel came out as well. That's crazy. It's been on my list ever since, and we've still not gotten it. Yeah, so that's going to be that then. What do we reckon? Basically, I think we're still undecided, aren't we, on what to go on. So I'll see what people reckon. John saying the Jag is epic. Are you meaning that in the new update though, John, or not? If it is actually good, we will go with it. But if the Hyundai is the way to go, that'll be a bit of a shame. We need to sign with someone, though, and then we're going to only get about 20 minutes of practice. James saying the Mustang. James is going to get blocked from this chat if he suggests the Mustang anymore. Awful car. Great car, but not very competitive. Similar to the Jag, really. The Group 3 Alpha, I mean, is underrated. Love the Alpha. Hyundai. I've not done Hyundai before. I probably wouldn't mind going Hyundai. We've done quite a few of the others. We've done Porsche before. We've done Mitsubishi, I think. We've definitely done Lexus before over the years. I'm trying to think of ones that we haven't done. I've done Nissan. We've not done Renault. Done Toyota. Not done Volkswagen. Not done Subaru. Think I've done Peugeot. Definitely done McLaren. I don't think I've actually done Lambo for a manufacturer. As I've definitely done Jag, Honda, Ferrari. Haven't done Chevy. Done Aston Martin right at the start. That'll probably not be very good now. Unfortunately, because I love the Aston Martin V12 Vantage Group 3. Unbelievably nice car to drive. It's just never very competitive. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Should we go Hyundai because of the new update? I know that's what everyone's doing, but if we want good results, maybe we got to do it. Should we see if... I tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's very quickly jump in here, and I'm going to jump in. Should we just have a look at the Porsche? Because that's the car that I kind of feel like I know well enough. Just have a very quick look at the Porsche on some time trial in here, and just see if I, you know, feel a bit of a difference. It's one of those that I think if anyone told me there was no update, I probably wouldn't. I'd love to know whether I would actually notice. So I haven't read the update notes. I don't know what the differences are on the updates for physics. Well, with the Porsche, it feels like, I could be wrong here, it feels like it turns in a little bit more when you come off the power. I don't know if that's more than it would do, because we were racing all sorts of cars on Monday, so I'm trying to go from reference. Try Chevy. That's a big difference there. That is definitely a big difference. It seems to, I can't really explain it, other than just saying it turns a lot more. That's really obvious, but I can't quite at the minute find the words to explain maybe why it turns or what that difference feels mid-turn. It does feel like it sort of grips up so much more than it previously did, and the car is a lot more compliant when you're coming off the power. Now the Porsche obviously has a bit of lift-off oversteer as well that you're always working against, working with. Well, what were we in the Porsche in terms of times? Can anyone remember? Because it's reset the lap. Oh my god, that's really strange. That. I can't explain that one in the braking zone as well. It seemed to have deceleration, mega deceleration. Once we got down into like second gear, I think I was in. I don't know if that's just some really exaggerated engine braking there or not. Weird one. Cut the chicane to see if they've updated the penalty system, so they have done, because I was on this yesterday, just getting thumbnails for the stream. And yeah, they've put the barriers up there now. They've got like the concrete barriers, basically, concrete walls. Right, well, we need to decide on a manufacturer, but it feels like we're sort of committed to it, really. Let's jump in the Jag very quickly, because I do like the idea of racing in the Jag. Where is it? I would definitely race in the Jag. There it is. Yeah, no new tracks. Haha, what's up, John? Brentford scored already. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I like the Jag. I noticed straight away the difference there, because on Monday I was having to get into corners and lift off very early and start turning very early. There's still a little bit of that in the Jag, being a front-end engined car versus that Porsche that we've just been in. Feels a little bit better, that. Feels alright, the Jag. Yeah, the problem is our first race is at Suzuka, and I should be actually in Suzuka doing the doing the practice and not doing practice around here to test the cars, but I feel like it's still a good it's a better comparison for me because we were racing here on Monday. Jag feels alright. Jag feels alright. I've not really driven the Hyundai. Hyundai. Johnny, you saying no Hyundai as in no, don't do whatever you just said, Hyundai, or are you saying no Hyundai? Which one? No Hyundai as a rule? No sheep. Yeah, exactly. I prefer the Jag. Even in them two corners there, genuinely, I prefer the way the Jag drives. I can see that this, though, I feel like the acceleration is a bit smoother through the gears. Yeah. Let's go Jag. Let's go Jag, shall we? Right, we got 10 minutes of practice at Suzuka then for this. That's where I should have been. I wanted to get on earlier, but I also wanted to do all three races, so it was kind of one or the other. I think I would rather do all three races in the manufacturers, to be honest. Do we all agree? Are we going to go with Jag? I think we've agreed, have we? I don't know if we have or not. Are we going to go with Jag? What do we think? Let's go, Jag. Fair enough. Let's do it. Jag it is. There's no going back now. I'll be honest, I wasn't actually thinking of Jag until John commented it on the community post the other day. And I thought, ooh, I do like a Jag. I am a fan of a Jag. So let's do that instead. Seems like it won't let me skip. Oh, there we go. Right. Exhibition 2, representing Jaguar. Wonderful stuff. So I think we can then race this one with our livery. Am I being an idiot here? Am I being an idiot? Let me know if I am. I should be able to race this. There's no differences there between the cars. I know that's a really stupid question. 552. This is all the same regardless of what we do, isn't it? Right, so we can stick with that one. Livery on. And let's get ourselves a bit of maintenance. Maintenance done. Pretty sure we put a new engine in it on Monday, but who cares? Patriotic choice, absolutely. Well, to be fair, it's made in Sweden now, isn't it? Or Switzerland somewhere. In fact, isn't it owned by Tata Motors and probably manufactured in India, I think. Or part of it is. Who knows? But the brand is British. The brand is British. It's as British as Vauxhall. I love that Vauxhall says British brand since 1908 or whatever. And it is literally... it's a German car. A German car. Right. Indian owned. There we go, yeah. Right. Here we go then. Suzuka in the Group 3s for the manufacturers in the Jag. New manufacturer season, new manufacturer, and something else, but I've forgotten what I was going to say. It sounded better as a Ruler 3, but I've forgotten what the third thing was, so never mind. Oh, onto the grass there. Wow, the car's slowed down a lot more. The car's slowed down. It feels very, like, snappy on the front end, which is a good thing in the sense that it's making it a bit easier to drive, but how realistic that is, I've got no idea. All of a sudden, it just grips up. All of a sudden, it just grips up. I can't quite work that one out. Hi guys, how we doing? Hope we're all well. It's a little bit understeery in those fast, high-speed corners. You see there, we couldn't even tuck and stay tucked into the right-hand side. Yeah, the car slides and then suddenly grips. I mean, there is part of that that is quite realistic, but it's not what we're used to on Gran Turismo. We still have a bit of that understeer in the Jag there at absolute full throttle. I'll regret not going Mustang. Don't know about that. Right, now most cars you can still take 130R flat. Bit of a lift for us. Right, 2:01.996. We'll get 2 more laps in here. Get your guesses in. What will our fastest lap be? Hopefully it is faster than that first lap we've set. Hopefully we can improve. Right, I think with the Jag, it's just all about gradual, earlier steering. Much, much earlier steering, but without... If you go too far or you're a little bit too quick, you start understeering and you basically don't stop. I can't explain this as well. In the braking zone there, in that main braking zone, braking in a straight line, it feels like you get that sort of, I'm trying to have to think how I explain this, but that kind of like inertia that you would do going through the brakes. Now, obviously, the camera itself stays static. It's not like the camera's moving on, creating that, you know, on the angle. But just in terms of the... I don't know, just in terms of the speed or the braking, I don't know, can't explain that one. It's like when you start playing a new year of FIFA and you're like, it is all the same, but at the same time it's different. Oh. Right, well, we'll try and get as far through this lap as we can, see how we go. Oh, bugger. Yeah, that's it. If it understeers, release the brakes, grips up immediately. A little bit too much, doesn't it? They've also changed how the ABS works. Well, that might explain what I was trying to explain, but I couldn't find the words to explain in that main braking zone on the straight. After 130R into the chicane. Because it felt like you were kind of getting a bit of a inertia. It felt like it was maybe through the gears, but I don't know. Right, let's have a little look for this one then. So we're about normal where we are. 200 points gets us P6 there or thereabouts. Now, do we have to use both tyres? Yes, we do. Times 2 tyre wear and 20 laps. So how many laps do we reckon we could get on the soft tyre? If it's only times 2 tyre wear, what would you normally get in real life? 25 laps? 30 laps. So maybe 12 to 15 laps on the softs, possibly. They claim they made the car easier to drive for less talented drivers, but I will argue that it's the opposite. I'm not too sure. I feel like that's easier to drive, to be honest. Like, genuinely, I feel like that's easier to drive. Because the way that it grips up is... Yeah, I don't know. The way that it grips up, I can't really explain it at the moment. It's only happened a couple of times. It's quite strange, though. Because it sort of grips before you're about to put. Basically, going into turn 1, I almost put a little bit of opposite steering on to catch it, and then all of a sudden it gripped up. I was like, oh, I didn't need to do anything then. Just sort of throw it in, take your foot off the brakes, and it grips up. Who knows? Right, let's have a little look then. Straight out into qualifying. Peter, how we doing? For the Manufacturers Cup, you went with Ferrari. Yes, I remember seeing your comment. I just read that out earlier on the stream from the post on the community. Started in 8th place, finished in 5th. Nice, good stuff. Good stuff. How did you find the Ferrari in the new physics update in the race then? As far out wide as we can go. Right, first quali lap then in the Jag, in the new season of Manufacturers. How are we going to get on? This guy's ran very wide. We're closing to him a little bit here. Yeah, he's backed out. Feels like there's always a bit more grip on the rear tyres than I'm expecting as well. I might just be forgetting how much grip the Jag actually has. Right, first person sets a 57.5. Wowza. That's a quick lap. That is a quick lap. 57.5. Almost running wide there. .59, jeez, well off. Well off. Let's go again. Ain't worthy of a like, yes. That's harsh. That's harsh. Right, I don't know if this guy in the Ferrari's on a push lap or not. We moved out of his way because he did come cross the line and then straight into turn one. So I don't know if he's just taking this lap easy or not, but we've matched his pace quite easily and we've been driving well off the mark. So I'm guessing he's on an out lap here, or essentially a... Oh! Well, either way, it's not a hot lap anymore. It's not a hot lap anymore. Right, let's go. Try and get another lap in here. We're still P6 provisional at the moment. I didn't see how much I was up there. I did see that it was blue, so it's definitely better. Have a look here. 2 tenths up. Better than nothing. Probably be even earlier on the power there. Wasn't fighting the car at all there, so could probably be even earlier. Oh, thought he was going to start moving back onto the track there. I think we have another timing sector here, do we not? Coming up. No? Thought we did. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right, Shady's going on to the medium tyres there, look. Nah, I tell you what it is. We're up to P5. A 57.5 is... He's in the wrong lobby. He is in the wrong lobby. Gonna give it another try at 8 o'clock. Nice. FR cars are now more dominant. Yeah. Feels that way. It's a shame because I do love the Porsche. I know you'll never get all cars absolutely perfect, but it'd be nice if they were a bit closer, wouldn't it? Right, should we start on the soft tyres then, do we think? Start on the softs, start on the mediums, what do we reckon? I'm tempted to start on the mediums, but I don't know how many, at the minute, I don't know how many laps we'll get on the softs, to be honest. My guess is going to be maybe 15 laps maximum. Probably something like 12 laps. John saying start mediums. I know, John, I just don't know how many laps I'll run, though. Everyone's saying, oh, well, we got 2 people saying start mediums, so let's start on the mediums then. It's what I would personally rather do, because the first few laps at Suzuka, are always tricky. So you lose a lot of that absolute optimal time that you would be on the softs. Softs 10 at least, yeah. I would guess so. Like in the real world, how many laps would you get? Probably 20, 25, maybe 30. We've got ×2 tyre wear, so if you divide that by 2, basically. 15 max, 10 probably minimum. That's my guess anyway. Peter saying you started on the racing soft. How many laps did you get, Peter, before you had to come off the softs? Yeah, John, I'm thinking the same. 8 on the medium, 12-ish on the soft. Somewhere between 10 and 15, I think, on the softs. Yeah, exactly. We got 2 more races if it all goes wrong. We got 2 more races as a backup, which is good. Right, massive thank you to everyone who's on the stream at the moment. If you can do me a favour, hit the like button on the stream. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're still trying to aim for 5,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year. And I said that last year. But even these past 2 months, I've not managed to get any content put out whatsoever. So we're going to be struggling. So any help that we can get, if you're on the stream, please do hit subscribe. And make sure you say hello in the chat as well. It seems like we've got everybody in here watching along and chatting along, which is good. 13 laps on the racing softs, that's what you got, Peter. Okay, good reference. And you said you started on the softs as well, so we might be able to get a little bit more than that. Don't know if the Ferrari eats up its tyres or not, but I know the Jag will eat up the fronts a little bit more, I think. Right then. First race, new manufacturers. New update. And we're in the Jag. Let's see how we go. Dirty tyres are very dirty now, so beware. Interesting. Right, okay. Bear that in mind. Here we go. New race, new season, new manufacturer, all that good stuff. We do have good straight line speed in the Jag. Look at this. Beautiful. First time on the mediums for us, though. That's the problem. Literally first time on the mediums in the Jag in this update. Oh, let's not do that too much, shall we? Just try and stay on the back of these guys as best we can do. There might be a couple of them that has started on... yeah, threw that one away. There might be a couple of them that has started on the mediums as well. We know Shady's on the mediums and he's just got past us there. Look at that, in first gear, foot to the floor, still not much battling with the rear end of the car for grip. You see the front end runs us out wide a little bit though. 296 is really fast, better than the 458. That's a shame as well, because the 458 was one of my favourites. Oh, massive lift there as we, yeah, going to run wide as well. Someone's ran off altogether. Oh, there we go. Yeah, dirty tyres are very dirty. Look at that. Wowzer. Wowzer. Right, really wasn't expecting that to almost send us around there. No wonder we saw those guys spinning it. If they've gone off track, that might have been why they were spinning a lot in quali. Still going to try and take it a bit easier into turn one, just in case. Spoon curve, always a really tricky one to get right on the entry, mid-corner and the exit. There's always a chance to muck it up. Right, I'm glad we didn't get a penalty for running wide there on the last lap as well, by the way. They have been known to throw a penalty out for that in the past. Right, 6.8 to the leader. Catching back up to Shady a little bit here. Not by much though. That's a 2-minute lap time for the leader there, so I think that he might be on the mediums as well. Considering how quick his quali was, that's someone going off. Up to P4 now. Right, I guess the question is, can we get a podium in this race? So maybe it's what we want to be aiming for, right? .9 to the leader. We've got Shady down at 1.7 now. It was 1.9 at the start of this lap. We want P6 minimum to try and get ourselves like sort of 200 points. If we manage that each race, I'd be happy with that. 1.9 still to the lead. Always just going to be losing time to the leader, I think. Jack's pretty good on exit, to be fair. Look at that. 10th clawed back there out of the hairpin. Hager saying we can do it. You reckon we can get a podium? Like at the minute, we've had 2 positions gifted to us, I guess. And because we've started on the mediums, we're sort of protecting ourselves a little bit, because if anybody got in front of us now and they were on the mediums, we might be struggling. If they were on the softs and then they managed to get through with a bit of clean air and create a bit of a gap, we'd have a lot of work to do at the end of the race. We're in a pretty good spot at the minute. .6 now the gap. Seconds to the leader now. He is definitely in the wrong lobby. He is so quick. He's 2 seconds a lap faster than us on average. In fact, we're only starting the 5th lap now. Starting to catch P3, yeah. A couple of 10s taken out over the last lap or 2. .6. It's sort of hanging around 1.6, 1.7. Gaining time and losing time. A little bit of yo-yo in here. Leader's also in the meta car. Is he actually? Is that why we think he's so quick? That might be it. I didn't actually even check what cars everyone was in around us, to be honest. A little bit silly of me. How can I nearly bin it like that? Bounce it across the Degner curve and then only lose 700ths. It's not the only reason, but it's one of them, yeah. Fair enough. He is a very quick driver. Anybody who can lap round here at the, whatever it was, 155 did he put in? No, 157.5. That was it, wasn't it? Whatever it was. He was a second faster than the rest of the grid anyway. thought I saw a yellow flag there. I don't think I did. Shit. .9. Struggling to close here. I think we're pretty much match for pace with Shady here. We close a little bit, we lose a bit, we close a bit, we lose a bit. Just not quite within slipstream, I don't think, there. Jag's got a little bit more on top end, I think. Been following him for 8 miles, yeah, exactly. Mind you, got to say, P2's obviously very quick as well, because we've no sight of him. Yes, he's ran wide. There we go. We can close him here. Right, what do we start thinking about tyres, by the way? What do we start thinking about tyres? John's already saying box this lap. I do think that I'm going to go a little bit longer, only because that front right really isn't great. And I think that could let us down a bit on the soft tyres. Box lap 12, James is saying. Yeah, I think I might go beyond, definitely beyond 10 laps in the mediums, on the mediums. Would have chosen Lexus or the Z4 if it was an option. I bet you would. Soft tyres are last, do you reckon? Do you reckon? I'm not too sure. I think it's just the not knowing until we get on them. I kind of don't want to take the gamble. I'm gonna go one more lap. Yeah, one more lap. It's these corners here. Look at that. That front right, sorry, on the left-handers is just, it doesn't like it at all. Starting to feel the tyres drop off now. Either that or I'm over driving. Bit of both, I think. Yeah, fuel's not a problem. It never is around here, is it? On the manufacturers, sorry. I don't mean just this track. Like, on the manufacturers, we've not had a fuel strategy race for such a long time. In fact, we've not even had a fuel strategy race for a long time on the dailies at all, either. Error 405. Yeah, exactly. Fuel management nowhere to be found. Alright, there we go then. Race leader coming off the mediums now. We started on the mediums, which is what we did guess based on his pace. Race leader's carried on. P2's carried on, become the race leader. Yeah, I actually can't remember the last fuel strategy race, to be honest, yeah. Come on then. See where we're going to end up. It's traffic that we're going to be worried about now. Look at this. We come out into a bit of traffic here. Need to get into turn one before these guys. Need to get into turn one before these guys. Try and hold on to this if we can. That was pretty crucial, to be fair. That was pretty crucial. Just come out in front. Very lucky there. Very lucky. Got this guy behind. He's not leaving us alone yet. just not smooth at all, that. Not smooth at all. Into the podium spot then. Got to hold on to this for 20 laps because there's no way on earth we're winning this race. So P3's definitely the best result that we can get. Right, Miguel goes in now, coming off the mediums. What kind of lap time is the race leader setting? 58.3. Look at that, no way. We are 1.8 seconds off the race pace of this leader here. That is mental. Which either means that you really can drive these cars way more than I think with this new update, or the car that he's in is just a way quicker car. And really is absolutely overpowered. Now we've got 2.8 to the car in front. We've closed the gap to him massively because we've done a couple of laps on the softs while he stayed on the mediums, but he's going to have fresher tyres now. But can we, even if we manage to close to him just a little bit to maybe it's a bit of pressure, that would be great. Wow. I thought I'd take a bit of a gamble there, just put my foot down way earlier. 2/10 taken out, look. Please remember to hit the like button. Absolutely. Only 9 likes. Well, that's no good, is it? That's no good. Yeah, if you can do, it helps the channel way more than you know. It really does. 2.9 to the leader. 2.9 to this guy in front, I should say. We're nowhere near the leader. It's going to start breaking away now because we're dropping off. We've got 6 laps to go. .258, top 5 finish. What do you mean, Peter? Trying to work out what you mean. Sorry, I've only just spotted that message there. Too busy concentrating around the twists and turns of Suzuka. Oh, talking about his stuff. Oh, yeah, got you, yeah. I'd love to know on my stats how many of those races, I think we've done over 1,000 races now, how many of them were rage quit. Probably be a fair few. Hopefully it's not as many as I think, because we've got a lot more top 5s than I would have thought. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Thank you so much. Let me just try and... Does that say... What does that say? Does it say Go Ink or Gonk? What does it say? I can't see what it says. Go Ink GT, I think it is. Thank you so much for subscribing, absolute hero. Make sure you say hello in the chat. Right, these last 4 laps are going to be a little bit start to become a bit sketchy, I think. Right, we've got 8.7 to the car behind. So we would like to think, with 3 laps to go here, that this podium should be pretty nailed on. They can catch 2.5, 3 seconds a lap to us and we should be okay. As long as we don't do anything too silly. But it's that front right that's becoming not very nice now. Don't mess up, third is yours. Well, we've said it now. We're obviously going to mess up. Sean, how are we doing? 3 spins, 3... Oh, no, mate. 3 spins, 3-second pit lane penalty. And it looks like that's just the start of it, is it? That's no good. Equals a rage quit, yeah. We were just talking about rage quits before there. Talking about our stats. You know how it'll show you sort of how many top 5s finishes you've had. How many races, top 5 finishes on your homepage. I'd love it to show how many rage quits we've had because there'll have been a fair few. Took a second out to the guy in front, but I don't know if he's just made a couple of mistakes and he'll start breaking away again. Normally you're not really going to catch 5 seconds worth of time at Suzuka in the space of 2 laps, but we'll try and be optimistic. I'm just happy if we can hold on to a podium though. 5.4 is the gap ahead. 20, look at that, that's almost 26 seconds. This guy has pulled out the leader there, the Frenchman. That is absolutely mental. There we go. It's even past 27 seconds. A lap ago, I just pointed out that he was nearly 26 seconds from us, the leader, and now it's 27. He has absolutely smashed this race. Right, on to the last lap now. 9.3 to the cars behind, though. We can be 9 seconds off the pace and still be absolutely fine. Let's not make a mistake. Let's not bin it. 5.7 is the gap in front. We're obviously not going to close that unless he accidentally fully bins it. But he's got 2, maybe 3 laps, I think it is. Fresher tyres from the softs, so I doubt it. The racing softs last longer on the MR cars, yeah. A little bit better balance, aren't they? Not as much weight in the fronts. Let's just take this easy here, shall we? Take this easy. This is one of the easiest places to bin it on this game, that's for sure. Nice and easy. Right, tremendous. We take a podium. I don't think it's going to get much better than that. I don't think it's going to get much better than that. Magical. Can't believe how quick that guy was there, though. Absolutely rapid. Oh, it did say Gonk GT. I couldn't see if it, my eyesight is horrendous, and the laptop's too far away. I was like, what does that say? Does it say Go Ink Coin? I couldn't see what it said. Love it. What are you saying you're doing? Sub from the wrong channel. Gosh, I was right. Okay, sub from the wrong channel. This is your car channel. Currently converting to stream GT7. Nice. Right. Well, I'm happy with that. In terms of a result, or as far as results go, not too bad. We've got ourselves 232 points. That'll do. Right. Let's have a very quick look up top there. Oh, there was a notification just came on Streamlabs, but I missed what it said there. What did it say? Have we got it on here? What are the jewels? I don't understand what the jewels are. Is that something on YouTube? Must be, is it? Or is it on the Streamlabs link? I don't even know what it is. Thank you, John, though. It says you gifted 200 jewels. Whatever they are. I don't know. But thank you very much, buddy. What a hero. Right. Next one, by the way, is Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. That's going to be awful, but hopefully we can score decent rounds on these last two. This one's going to be tricky, but I'm going to vow to get better at that track. I've got no choice. I'm going to have to do good. Yeah, what do we reckon about that then? Should we finish up with a very quick daily race C in the Jag? Because I don't think we're not going to go again, are we? We're not going to go again on the manufacturers, I wouldn't have thought. Right, we'll do a quick half a lap of practice then. In the newfound favourite Jag. Bank the podium, definitely. Well, you got all sorts popping up on Streamlabs here. Now it's saying that you've sent... James, it says you sent a gift. But I don't even know how to view what the gift is. I'm not a very professional streamer here. It says... Sent cheeky. What's that mean? I don't even know. I've hearted it, though. Whatever it is. Appreciate it, James. Do you know what it is? I don't know if you even know what it is. Do you? Or not? Matty, how we doing? Hope we're all good. You haven't missed much. Well, actually, you did. We got a podium at Suzuka just there. So, pretty good race. Pretty good race results. I want them to introduce, by the way, more versions of this track. We've got all the different layouts. I would have thought that that would have came in the next update. In the update that we've just had, sorry. But we didn't seem to see it. Right, what is the... Was this 2 tyre compounds again? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So, let's... Oh, should we start... Should we do what we done the last time? Should we do what we done the last time and start on the softs? What setup are you guys using? Just dropped, just upgrade. What is? I can't even read. Just upgraded to T598. Loving it. Nice. This is this one's this THRUSTMASTER T300 RS. Kindly donated. I always make sure I tell the full story when anybody asks. Kindly, very very kindly donated by Stu Kennedy a good few years ago now, and it's still going strong. Stu was upgrading to Fanatec. And very kindly, yeah, very kindly donated us this this wheel, which he was binning off. Finished work early to do the manufacturers. Nice. What group's looking good? If you mean what manufacturer, Hyundai basically seems to be the go-to at the moment. I'm going to record this one just on the off chance that something interesting happens. We've got the new update and all that sort of stuff. You can no longer cut off the chicanes, which is good. And everybody's quali has been reset. So where we did have a half-decent quali at the start of the week, that's all gone now. So now we're starting at the back of the grid. We've got a couple of people gifting some positions, because clearly they want the same challenge that we've got, starting at the back. Right, now we're starting on the softs because it worked well for us the last time in the Jag again. But it worked well for us to start on the softs, make up some positions and then defend after. So let's see what we can do. Gone. We almost did the same thing, to be fair. This one again is a top lobby, so if we can manage to even just get anywhere near the top 8 or get in the top 8 from the back of the grid, that'd be pretty good going. You can see how many people now are in the Hyundai though. We were not seeing this at the start of the week. So it is crazy how much a difference one update can make. And we're on the soft tyres here. I'm hoping that these guys are, because we're struggling to even close to them at all. If they're on the mediums and got that pace, we're absolutely screwed. See what we can do here. Yeah, the THRUSTMASTER products all round are absolutely mega. Struggling there. This guy had gone to the inside, then moved back across and sort of in front of us there. Bit of a concertina, everybody bumping into each other. Oh, big moment there. Say we're going to end up in the wall there. Absolutely we do. Right, try and get this move here. So much better under braking now. The braking's the main thing. That move there we would not have been able to do on Monday night. In fact, we tried it, and the amount of times that we sailed off a little bit. That move we couldn't have done on Monday night. So it's a bit difficult to explain the difference in the braking other than just trying to explain it as it's better. But the car really does seem to slow down in the sort of final phase of braking. It's almost like the braking cadence doesn't roll off. And I don't know if it's because the ABS is then working harder or less at the slower speeds. I don't quite know. That might be a penalty there though. It'll be a killer if it is. Fastest lap so far, but we are on the soft tyres. I don't think the rest of the grid is on the soft tyres. A little bit too far, that one. Yeah, I outbroke there. Yeah, my fault, lads. I definitely got that wrong there. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That was all totally, completely wrong there. My fault entirely. Just couldn't quite see the braking zones. And I knew I wanted to brake after the 150, and then the first braking board that I saw was the 100. I knew I'd got that completely wrong there. Totally, totally, totally my fault. Yeah, knob. Yeah. What's been decided on for the Manufacturers' Cup? We've gone with Jag. We have gone with Jag. Which I'm happy with, actually. We've just had a pretty good result in the Jag. I like the Jag. I liked it before, but even in this update, it seems pretty alright. They've kind of left it alone, I think, so it's a little bit similar. I noticed the difference in the brake and kind of like cadence. I think that's mostly the changes to the ABS. I don't know exactly what those changes are, but the braking seems to slow down a lot in the sort of final phase of braking. .4 seconds was not enough, yeah. For my absolute dive bomb of a move, it was definitely not enough. I mean, do you know what? If we were actually reading it as the black and white rules of motorsport, I mean, for a start, we've definitely seen worse, but it's, I was ahead at the apex, if that's what, if that counts. It was just not under control. But I didn't run track limits. I didn't run outside of track limits. So the guy that crashed into me, it was, you know, more or less because he'd already started turning into the corner. And you've definitely got to be aware of that when you're racing. That's for sure. As in, I have to be aware of the fact, not him, by the way. So it's not like you can just send it and say, well, I was ahead at the apex. If the guy's already started straightening his car and putting his foot down, and you're going twice the speed through the apex just to get in front of him, then there's a problem. P6! Except we haven't done our pit stop yet. Bit of a mistake there, didn't I? Only once provoked. Is that what you're... That's funny. Right, let's see who we're racing with once we get out here then. Surprise, surprise. We're racing a Hyundai. See how good that Hyundai is, because even though we had the sort of the switchback line there, he absolutely... Oh, Stu, we were just talking about you. Even though he had the switchback line there, he still managed to get out way quicker than us. Nice 360, just warm up the tyres. Track limits for good measure. Jag trying to look like a tiger. Yeah, exactly. Going to end up trying something here. Never mind. 2 more laps of this is painful. It is the Jag, yeah. It's struggling though. It's not a very good view behind, is it? That's a harsh penalty. That's a harsh penalty. Yeah, it's just me whining and coming last, yeah. That as well. Might be the tyres squealing that you hear, and who knows. Cam. I hate bumper cam. I don't know how people drive that, honestly, because you can't see where your tyres are. You've got absolutely no idea, have you, really, where you are on the track? Or I don't think so, anyway. I don't think anyone... I don't know how anyone actually does drive that, honestly. You would have to assume, obviously, that's the middle of the car. But where... At what point do you hit the wall? Where does the wall... Like, you've got no context of what's the end of your car or not. I'd rather drive this. Which is just a cursed, horrible camera angle. Can't even do that properly. Dreadful. Well, look at that. Pretty much everybody's in the Genesis now, which is tragic. Come on, then. We'll do one more race. But we will do the Hyundai just to see, just to have a look. See what all the fuss is about. If we can find it. So it's not the Genesis, but it is the Hyundai that we need. There it is. I just want to have a look at it. That's all I'm saying. Just give me one lap of this, one race, and let's just see what all the fuss is about. Christ, I thought the Jag was bad for understeering. I'm assuming we have 7 gears in this, but I might be wrong. Oh, no, I might be wrong there. Oh, Pacali. No need for that, buddy. Thank you so much. So kind. Thank you for the 5. Absolute hero, what a legend. Do you just feel sorry for me because we finished last in that last race? I appreciate that so much, thanking you. Yeah, thank you, Bacali. I appreciate that so much. I'm not a fan of this car. I really am not a fan of this car. Right, let's start on the mediums. Let's do what everybody else is going to be doing and try and stay with them. Thank you, Pacali. Thank you for that. Congrats on the great result for the manufacturers race. That's probably the highlight of the night, I think. That and your donation. I don't think we're going to get much, many points or good results from this. Look at this. This whole grid. Genesis, 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 F-Type, Genesis, 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 911 GT3R 992. 15 cars in this race. 13 of them is the Hyundai Genesis. It is crazy how one small update, and I don't even think that the car's that great, but one small update, all of a sudden, everybody's in this because there's no other cars worth competing. I don't know how this happens every single time. I really don't understand it. Fresh update, and then there's a new meta car immediately. Right, this will probably be the last race of the stream. I just want to have a look at this car, see what all the fuss is about, try and work out what makes it so good, or why it is now the car to be in. So let's take a quick look at it, shall we? If you can do, before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It all helps way, 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 way more than you will possibly ever know. And we're going to try and hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year, but time is running out. We're at 4,500. Right, let's see what we can do then. Not ideal to start just before the corner. So it feels like it's a little bit of a short shifter, this car, but maybe it is or maybe it isn't. I don't know, the gear change seems a little bit slower than most of the other cars we've been in. That might just be the actual gear ratios. We're right at the top of third there. In the Jag and in some other cars, you want to be in third around there. Someone flying in behind us there. I thought he was going to absolutely wipe us out, but he doesn't. Ah, it's going to be a... Ah! That'll be a penalty there as well, I think. Yeah, damn it. Yeah, maybe this car isn't short shifter, actually. It felt like it was at first. You have to be quite early on the brakes with this, I'm feeling. Quite early on the brakes, quite early on the turn in. And then I think you do actually want to be at the top end of the gears rather than short shifting. Let's try and send it, shall we? It's going to have the switch back there. It's a weird one on that chicane, because you're going uphill on the right-hander, and then as it levels off, obviously it has the complete opposite effect of a camber, where it then just throws the car right off, and you get that horrible, uneasy oversteer. Oh, that's probably a penalty there. Yeah. Oh, God. Damn it. I'm not a massive fan of this car, but there obviously is a way to drive it. It feels a bit boaty and a bit sluggish, but very lazy on the steering on the front end. And then if you kick too much power on, you're then battling a bit of oversteer. Not a big fan of this car, but for some reason it seems to be so much better than all the other cars. I don't get how. That's just awful there. That is horrendous there. Can brake quite late there. Going into that chicane. That's definitely the difference on the braking. Or the difference of braking on the update. I had a feeling that would be a penalty there. Such a harsh penalty, that one. Yeah, I know the Porsche was a weird one because I actually really enjoyed driving it. But it felt like it was just so much better than every other car, and unless you are driving them all at the same time and braking at exactly the same point and then really being able to see and feel the difference, it's hard to know trying to jump in one after another and do lap after lap, because not everything's always going to be absolutely identical. There's some really obvious things, but those tiny little nuanced differences, really difficult to actually nail down and find. I kind of feel what some of the differences are in this car versus the update versus other cars, but sometimes you even just struggle to fully explain what it is. You just know, I can brake a bit later. You know what the results are of it. I can brake a bit later. I can turn a bit earlier. I need to turn it. I need to turn later, or brake later, or whatever. It's really easy to know or see or understand the outcomes of it, but the actual mechanics of why, it's difficult to know. And I'm struggling to understand how this car is so good versus all of the others. All I keep thinking is they must have absolutely nerfed every other car on the game for this to be good, because I'm really not enjoying driving it. I much prefer to be in the Jag that we were in earlier, but at the same time we're on the mediums, which is always going to be a little bit of a struggle. And maybe it's a bit better on the, a lot better on the softs, who knows? Look at that there. I've just lost through that chicane 3/10 to the leader. So it is all about how you drive the car, because he's in the same car. That's going to be a penalty as well, that. Oh, damn it. Definitely a penalty, that one, I think. Definitely a penalty. Yeah, the R8 used to be a good car for most tracks. The R8 was great. Not anymore. Look at that, that's braking more or less at the 100 board there. Still losing loads of time. Try short shifting. I was trying short shifting earlier. I lost loads of time on the straight. Down this straight here, I short shifted earlier up into 6 and just lost so much time. I just do not know how to take that chicane quick. That's another 2 tenths lost to the leader. Still losing time, still losing time, still losing time. Crazy. Crazy. To be fair, I'm losing time everywhere, really. My God, there's only 12 people left in this lobby, and I'm 11th, and almost just being wiped out of that position as well. Look at the time that I lose coming out of that. I do not know how to be quick out of that chicane. Another 2.5 tenths lost. We've gained a bit of time back there because the leader's obviously served a penalty. At least not last. Yeah, exactly. There's still time for that yet. Just miles off the rest of the pack now. I think those couple of penalties were a killer, but still just being off the pace, not managing to really be as quick as I'd like in this car. Immediately 10th lost. Another half 10th lost. Another half 10th lost. It's crazy, this. Cutting that corner a bit. Which one? Rights after the long straight. Which one do you mean? I'm complaining about losing time out of the chicane. Is that the one you mean? That's why I'm complaining about losing time. Well, I still much prefer the Jag. I think I'm faster in the Jag as well, which is a godsend for me. Because if I had to keep racing this car, I think I'd have to sack off Gran Turismo altogether. Horrid car to drive, that is. I really don't like it. Really don't like it. At least the Manufacturer's Cup was good. Exactly. Because that one was shocking. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Oh, man. I tell you what I do want to watch. The replay of the manufacturer's race. I want to see what that guy was driving and if he was in the Hyundai. I don't know what it is about that car that's necessarily much faster. I really can't work that one out. It doesn't feel like it's mega quick on acceleration, but then sometimes if it's just steady, steady, steady all the way through the gears, it is actually quicker. Who knows? So what was... Yeah, so he is in the Hyundai. Both of them in the Hyundai. And he's in the Hyundai. Top three were in the Hyundai. Lots of people in the Hyundai. Look at that. And then anyone who's not is further back. Depressing. Well, that's all very, very interesting. We'll have a very quick watch if we want to of the top time in the whole of the world. But that'll be it for us in terms of races. So let's have a little watch of this then. Right, is that not a penalty? Is that not a penalty? Because you would get a penalty for running 2 wheels on 4 lines here. So how's he not got a penalty there? How has he not got a penalty there? Unless that is literally not even a pixel keeping him in there. How has he not got a penalty there? In fact, that's even wider again there. He's moved across. So how's that not being a penalty for him when normally that would be a penalty? So I'm guessing they've obviously changed that. Pixel perfect. Yeah, exactly. That's wild. Right, now this is an interesting one because we took this line a few times and that got us a penalty. And now it isn't getting you a penalty on this new update. I'm guessing by that, would I be wrong to assume here that his brake bias is all the way forward if these brake discs are glowing and that isn't? Or do you think that's just a preset animation type of thing? So that's really interesting there because that would have gotten you a penalty in any other race this week until that update. And probably same here, I'm going to guess. Absolutely, that would have got you a penalty as well. That's what we've been trying to avoid like crazy. So let me just try and ride with the onboard here. So I just want to see, in terms of where we were lining up to try and cut the corners on this right-hander here. Yeah, you're pretty much there, yeah. Because I'm getting unsettled by having to clip the curb or go even further and not clip the curb at all. But on that there, he's got his right wheel over that orange curb, so it doesn't unsettle it at all because he's even further to the right again. Super aggressive on the brakes, get turned down. Yeah, you did say cut the corner, but on Monday we were getting penalties for doing that. That's what I mean, it's crazy. That one wouldn't have got a penalty on Monday. Just fascinating stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. Crazy. Right, okie dokie then. Massive thank you to everyone who has tuned in. We're going to end it there because we managed to get an unbelievably good result in the manufacturers. We got ourselves a podium. We're not going to manage to outdo that, I would assume. So we'll be back on Monday, and then the next 3 weeks after this, we'll be streaming also on Saturdays, so the 29th, 5th, and 12th, so that we can race these 3 combos here as well for manufacturers. So I'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully, I can see you all there for that one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Dutch Grand Prix, of course. So fingers crossed everybody can enjoy that. No spoilers if you've not managed to see quali or sprint race just yet. But yeah, I will see you all on Monday. Enjoy the race tomorrow, and then see you back here for 7 PM Monday night stream. Toodles!